With the inventory of available homes being so low, more and more people are deciding to buy land and build their next home. Today, we're going to review what contingencies you need to be asking for when buying vacant land. Hi, I'm Chris Davis with Keller Williams Realty, and I specialize in residential and land real estate here in Middle Tennessee. As a member of the Tennessee Association of Realtors, I have access to their pre-approved forms and contracts. So let's take a look at the land purchase and sale agreement. So we're going to start here at section 6. And this is standard inspections that you're going to want to get when you're buying vacant land. So first off, we have the feasibility study, and that is to make sure that you can get power, water, sewer, septic, and that the property is zoned for residential. Don't ever assume that all of those things can be done. Always check with the city, with the county, and make sure that you can get utilities and that it's zoned residential. Next, we have building permit. This is obviously you need a building permit to build a home, but this contingency is more for higher residential areas, high density areas, and for areas that may have a freeze on issuing building permits or may have delays in issuing building permits. So talk to your agent about that, and maybe even talk to the county or the city before submitting an offer to make sure that they don't have any freezes on building permits. So next we have septic permits, and this can be the most time-consuming and confusing part of the entire process. And depending on what county or city the land is in, you may or may not have to get a perk test, but you do have to get a septic permit before putting in a septic. And of course, this is only, you only need a septic if there's no access to city or county sewer. So whether you need a perk test or not, you're still going to need to get that septic permit, and you have to pay for that through the state of Tennessee. If you do need a perk test, you have to get the septic permit done ahead of time before anyone will come out and do the perk test. You're also going to need to stake off the ground for an approximate location and size of the home you plan to build. If you're unsure of what to do, you can contact the state of Tennessee's Department of the Environment, and as always, ask your agent. Rezoning will rarely be required for residential, but if it is, and it's not zoned for the use that you intend to use it for, make sure that you request this contingency. Well test will be important if you know that you're going to have to put a well on the property, so you don't have access to city or county water, or that you just want a well. This is going to allow you to test any water that's on the property. So if there's a spring, if you have access to that water, you can test it. And also to make sure that you can actually get water on the property, that you can put a well in. Not every property may have access to water, or that it may be too deep and too expensive to put a well in. Lastly, you have other inspections. So this is going to be anything that you specifically want that's not outlined above. So this could be a survey, it could be title exceptions or deed restrictions, anything like that that you want that's not spelled out above. In summary, never assume anything about that perfect piece of land that you're trying to buy. Always ask and always get inspections. Make sure to follow me on YouTube and Facebook to see new videos every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.